Welcome to the Boys and Man podcast. I'm sitting here with my brother Murph.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
So today we're going to talk about fitness and why it should be mandatory in your life. But first, the intro.
Through that cardi on my wrist and he said shine. All these diamonds in this bitch will leave a motherfucker blind. Gotta get the feel of it, said I'm next up in line. Motivation to the city, yeah, they know that it's our time. We was waiting up in line, now the line wait for us. Brother see the hoeing nigga since he put up on them bucks. Suckers showing all their hands, but we know that it's a bluff. Real repty with them niggas finna turn the city up. We just...
So first, I got this isolated thread hoodie. Shout outs to the person who makes this, Pedro Classic. Also the person who makes our theme song that you just heard. And fitness, bro. Fitness,
man. Where do we start? It's just been such a big part of my life for as long as I can remember. I mean, I grew up, my parents put me in sports at 5 years old, so I don't really think I know what it's like to not work out or not be in a sport or be on my grind in the gym in some type of way. I've never experienced life without it.
Yeah. Same here. Like, my dad put me in sports young, and then I remember being a freshman, or actually 8th grade, trying to make the varsity football team. As a freshman, I did, but drugs got in the way. Another episode. But ever since then, like, you know, even those, like, you just, to me, it kind of gets tied down to, like, weight, you know? And I think that a lot of guys are just getting passes in this age because, like, you know, when I was growing up, we knew that, you know, hey, man, if I'm chubby, I'm not going to get those girls. So we would play a sport. We would go running. We would do something to try to, you know, get the girls. And now it's like money is what is being taken as the winning, what's it called, contribute. When in reality, it's our appearance. And what starts with our appearance, what we've been telling you guys this whole season is fitness. So fitness should be mandatory in your lives, and we're going to give you some reasons why. Let's just go tick for tack. Why should fitness be mandatory in men's life?
First and foremost, physical health and mental health, man. I think when you physically are moving and feeling good, it plays a lot into your mental. So, yeah. I mean, I know, at least I can say after a good hard lift or whatever it is, jiu-jitsu or boxing, whatever I'm doing, I go home and my vibe is just, it's way different.
Definitely. It's like, have you ever heard someone complain about working out?
Never.
You know, they normally complain going to the gym, like, oh, man, I don't want to do this. But after they're done drenching sweat, it's like, that's the best thing ever.
Never regret it. Never regret it. So, yeah, I think, you know what I mean, the mental part of it, and that's often overlooked. Like, people think working out is all for the physical, but if you've never experienced those endorphins, man, right, it's a lot like drugs. It's a lot like other things, man. You get high like that, so.
Yeah. I like the chase of it. So it's like chasing a goal. And, you know, starting fitness young, you're always going to learn how to chase goals. Like, even in the sport, you're learning how to win. So it's like, okay, you're doing practices on Saturday, every Saturday for the game, once a month, win or lose, and then you go from there. So it's like you're always in pursuit if you start with fitness. So it's like, for me, along with the mental aspect, I think this might all tie down into it, is that I'm pursuing something. So let's say I don't have purpose right now and I'm just getting up and drinking beer every day. Okay, well, I can chase this. Oh, there's an internet special where they're giving dieting. Okay, now I have a goal. I have something to work towards. And then once I get that, I'm going to learn how to set goals. You know, I'm learning how to get goals. Speaking of goals, my brother Junior Magna is running a special right now. Oh, it's going to be July. But anyways, watch this video, and even if he's done with the special, just say Randall sent you. He'll get you covered. But you can set a goal, and he'll help you lose some weight. So we got... Hey, look. Some promos to all the fellas out there.
That's right. But hey, man, everybody needs a coach and a trainer too. It's important, man, because even me, I'm a coach. That's what I do for a living, and a trainer. And I got coaches and trainers that inspire me and keep me accountable, because that's another thing we can talk about with working out and fitness is you hold yourself accountable. Yeah. Right. And accountability for yourself, that's a major one, right?
True.
So, I mean, look at it like that, man. We need to be accountable for a lot of things, and going to the gym every day and learning that discipline and accountability is just going to spread into your everyday life.
Definitely. I think it totally, like, you can take so much from going to the gym and put it into your everyday life, like you said, because the discipline, the dedication, the drive, like, you're working towards something. And I want to go with friends because, like, a lot of times as adults, you might not have as many friends as you would want to or whatever. And you find someone that, like, so when you're on your purpose, you're gonna cut a lot of people off, like the drinking. Because a lot of times,
Yeah.
if you really think
Yeah.
about it, when I went through my phone and I did my evaluation of my life, the people I had on my phone were my smoking partners and my drinking partners. And if I remove those from there, I had nothing in common with these people. So if you go to the gym and you make, you're trying to change your life, you're trying to get on the right path, and you meet people at the gym, well, guess what? You have that in common.
Like-minded individuals, yeah.
Right. So now you're finding new friends, because a lot of times all our friends do is smoke and drink with us, and it's like you just get in this habit thing of going to work Monday, the rabbit race. I'm gonna work 40 hours. What are you doing Friday? Hey, let's go to Khartoum. Khartoum, shout out. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. And then you're just in this rat race of always doing the same stuff. Your money always goes to the same stuff.
Vicious
And then-
cycle, right?
And when you remove that out, it's like, I don't have any friends. Like, I'm trying to quit drinking, but all I do with Chris is drink. So why do I call him? And then
you're
Chris
right,
is
bro.
like, come on, bro, come, have one more shot. And then these guys, like, I try to keep the same friends, but they always want to peer pressure me. So then I go to the gym, I meet this guy named Alex, and he's on the fucking grind. So I start hanging out with Alex every Friday at the gym. So now we have a bond. So you're replacing those bad friends. I'm not gonna call them bad friendships. Give me a better word. We're replacing those.
Toxic friendships.
Is it well?
Yeah, it's toxic because the habits that they're pulling you
so
into.
let's call it at least toxic friendships. They're not bad people. It's
But
just
it's
a
just
toxic
toxic.
relationship.
Yeah.
And you're replacing that with a positive one, something that you can look forward to, and you're not gonna put yourself in a bad position.
No, bro, you're right. I mean, some of my best friends today I met in the gym.
Yeah.
And I've known them 20 years now through
Yeah.
like jujitsu or whatever it is, lifting weights, because we're like-minded. We're in
Yeah.
there and we have a common goal and we have something we're both working towards. And I don't think there's a better way to build a real, true, like organic friendship.
Especially at this age, they say that you only get 3 lifetime friends. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I could see that being true.
yeah, because as you grow, so like I have people from my past that were a part of my drinking life that are still my friends. They're actually about to be on the podcast, or they already were on the podcast, because they respect what I'm doing. The other guys, I have to cut off because that's all they do.
Right, no,
Still
facts.
to this day, that's all they do. They don't want to level up, and it's like if I seen them on the streets, hey, how you doing, brother? But it's not like, hey, I'm gonna call you to come on down. Like I know what you're about, and I'm trying to get out of that life. Where these guys, because to me, it's okay to have balance. Like it's totally fine for someone to go to the gym Monday through Friday. I wouldn't do it, but go Monday through Friday and then Saturday turn up. If that's your life, that's your life. But
Yeah, if that's what you enjoy, yeah.
To me, it's like I'd rather eat ice cream and cookies.
Same, same.
That's just me.
I'd rather
But
cheat on my diet.
I understand how you can grind all day and then go party, live your life, and it's cool to find people that just want ice cream and cookies.
That's the truth. But hey, it's funny like this too, because I noticed like a lot of my friends from way back, I feel like they're the ones who get in the comparison game with me. And I feel like it's the people I've met over the last, 5 to 10 years. Besides Alex, me and Alex go back 20 some odd years now, but it's like the people who come from where you come from, they're the ones who are always in competition. So it's like
Lifelong friends right here.
yeah. So it's like some of these new friendships I feel like that I've made with people in the last couple of years, man, I feel like these are the people who passionately want to see me win too.
Yeah.
So maybe it has to do with where I meet them at, like a place like the gym but I feel like, I feel like we're all kind of all these like-minded individuals coming together. So it's good.
I think to chime in on that people don't want to see you be better than them. And I've been told like I can't wait for you to fall off.
Man,
Like,
that's,
I'm like-
that's cold. Yeah, that's cold.
I swear to God, and it's just like, okay. And I like that honesty. He said it jokingly, but like he was dead freaking
Oh,
serious.
yeah, that's right.
It is what it is. And I remember you're working at a place that's miserable, and we're all miserable together, drinking at work. And then when you try to change your life, people are like, giving you shit about it.
Man.
So it's like, those people who are your drinking parties, they're jealous, because you're changing. And then the people that, I see something different in you. I don't see you as a smoker. I don't see you as an alcoholic. I see you as a person that can help me make $1 million. So it's like, okay, well, yeah, what
Right.
you're doing, I'm going to help you with. Let's go, because you have a good mind. And some people don't acknowledge that mind. Some people can't even look towards your future.
Right.
It's like, bro, you're fucking this. Like, bro, I ain't done that in 2 years. It doesn't matter. That's what you are. Because first impressions are everything. And that's kind of why, your new friends that meet you this way respect you differently than the people from your past. Because
So true.
people can't let that go. Like,
So true.
wait, dude, we did coke in the bathroom together.
For real.
Not saying I did that, but I'm just making a thing. We did coke in the bathroom together off lines of boobs. And now you're
Right.
this motivational speaker. Like, who do you think you are to tell us what to do? And they can't be like, he's changed his life and he's trying to help people.
That's right. That's right. And it's these experiences that we may or may not have had that have taught us all these things about life. So,
you know what's crazy is that when I got a new drug, I want to tell my whole friends about it, and everybody wants to be a part of it. But if I got a new drug from fitness or building a business, it's frowned upon when you share it.
They don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, it's like
you're bragging.
Yeah, I remember I told my DUI teacher, like, I was like, I don't have friends because no one wants to level up. And yes, buddy. Go. Yes, and we're working in here, so go ahead.
Morning, Jasper.
Morning.
You want to come and get on the show real quick?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna be on your Instagram, but no on this show.
Okay. All right. Where are we at?
We're talking about old friends, new friends, fitness, goals.
It's just like how people from your past,
Yeah.
they're not happy for you,
Yeah, they're not.
and it's like so back to what fitness is mandatory. You're gonna make some freaking new friends, that can be
Amazing
happy
friends.
for you,
Amazing
because
friends.
we all know. Like, see, no one looks at in my DUI class. I was telling my DUI teacher, I'm like, I don't have friends because no one wants to level up. It's like when I wanted to drink and party, everybody wanted to come around me. I was the fun guy. Like, I was pretty popular. And it's like when I changed my life, everyone scattered, because no one wanted, like, now we're good. And then the couple of people that, respect it, I'm still friends with today.
That's right.
The other ones is just fucking following me on the internet and fucking don't say shit.
Trolling you, looking at your story, but never liking or commenting your
Yeah.
posts type shit.
Yeah, man. Run them views up for me. It's
That's
good.
right. It's good. We appreciate you guys either way. But yeah, back to fitness, man. Like, I mean, if you're out there right now and you're not in fitness and you're out of shape, don't wait. Just get started. Do something today. I mean, it's 7:30 in the morning here. You got time to start. There's never a bad time, bad age. And I get into this conversation with people all the time, like, oh man, I'm 35 or I'm this much out of shape. I haven't done anything in this amount of years. It's okay. Let's just get started. Just get moving. You don't got to go in there and destroy yourself, but get moving. Get moving today.
I started walking, man. I mean, during the pandemic, everything was closed in the first place. So you learn what you can actually do without a gym. And I lost hella weight, just getting on my grind and walking every morning. And that's how I started this walking stuff in the morning. It's a habit. Like, what's funny is that you guys, when you make fitness mandatory, you don't need no effort. Let me explain this. Like, I roll out of bed, I put my shoes on, and my body does the rest. It can be raining. My wife's like, you're really going to walk? I'm like, my body won't let me go because it's not snowing. It's not a thunderstorm. I got a nice jacket that keeps me warm. Like, this jacket repels everything. I got repelling pants. I got gloves. Like, I'm gone. And it's like, you just get in this habit and your body does everything. All you have to do is wake up. And then sometimes your body just gets up, like, because your body needs this. So it's like, I like using the old day because that's what life should be like. This technology is cool, but it kind of messed up who we are as
100%.
primitive level.
100%.
And when we were riding horses and walking from Texas to California, no one complained about fitness.
That's right. Everybody was fit.
I mean, everybody was literally walking from California to Texas to Arizona, taking 20 days or however long it took. And it's like, now people are like, what? People don't even want to drive. People, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, like, I would actually go back. That's like a bucket list thing for me, to walk from a state to a state.
Man, that's
with
dope.
money. I mean, unlimited money, unlimited stops, unlimited food, turning up sometimes. Like, I drink during these times. But, like, literally, like, hey, we're going to backpack for a year, however long it takes. We stop in a hotel. All right, the next hotel's in this long, and just fucking do it.
Awesome.
Because back in the day, that's what they did.
Primitive.
Like, Pharaoh, there was no cars. So how do you think they went from state to state?
Well, hey, I mean, God made man to walk an average of 12 miles per day. We were hunting our food.
Yeah.
We were hunting our water, building shelters. Think about all these skills we had as men that we've lost. I mean, it all took moving and motion and fitness to do it. I mean, if you weren't fit enough to hunt your food, you wouldn't eat. So, I mean, fitness was just a part of just being a man, just everyday man stuff. Yeah. Hey, I got to cut these trees down and swing an axe. Well, guess what? You can't be out of shape and out of breath to do that. Yeah. Especially if you're trying to build a house out of logs, man. You better get swinging.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to be, like, nuts at it. It's just, I think everyone should be active, and it's like, there's no medium. There's no like, either you're a fit guy pushing it or you're lazy. What happened is just part of your life. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to be in jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely
not. It should just be a part of it. It's mandatory.
Yeah.
Like, just like brushing your teeth is. Like, every day we wake up, for the most part, we brush our teeth. Sometimes we brush our teeth at night. We
Fact.
floss. We put lotion on our skin. We wash our faces. We do our hair. We get haircuts. But motherfuckers don't go to the gym.
No, exactly. But you're right, bro. You don't have to be this incredible athlete. But I tell my clients and
Yeah.
my students, you should be fit enough to run for your life, climb for your life, swim for your life. Those things are mandatory. You should be able to save your own life. You should be fit enough to be able to save your own life in a situation.
Yeah, a lot of people can't. They call the cops.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people don't like. It just needs to be mandatory, especially as a man. And the thing is, more women or make it mandatory than men do.
It's facts.
Like you get dudes who they got the money, they got all this stuff, but they're out of shape, and it's like they wouldn't run to save their lives. Like they would probably die.
That's right.
Like
That's
I'm
right.
serious. Like shit, I ain't about to run.
That's the truth.
I ain't about to run. Like just,
Never had to run. Why should I now?
Yeah. And it's like, I love running, Even sometimes, like, I just mess with my kids because my kids aren't in sports right now because, they became age during the pandemic and stuff. But, I took them out to, just shoot before.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like, sometimes I'll just get up in the morning and make them run. Like, we'll go run a lap.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's like they go to jump. And that's just tiring right there.
It is.
But to keep the jumping, what's it called, rock and jump or whatever, to keep that fitness inside of them, and they got PE, and it's just a part of them, and they know it's going to be a part of their life because they want meal prep now. My son's
see Dad
picky as
doing
hell.
it.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
it's like, wait, Dad, can you make us some turkey? Can you make us some ground beef with some rice? I'm like, that's what you want? Like, yeah. I'm like,
Great
cool.
example.
And I never forced it upon them. I let them eat whatever they want. And then my son, he'll be like, hey, man, my stomach hurts. I've got poop or whatever. I'm like, well, you might need to eat better. He's like, all right, make me some turkey and rice.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
you don't complain about it. So I want to be
right.
like you.
Setting that good example.
Yeah, and
for your
instead of
children.
forcing, because some
Yeah.
people, I hate when people oh, yeah, your kids should eat that. Like, it needs to be their choice.
That's right. Balance for
Well,
balance
they're going
for
to hate
life.
life. Like, you can't,
Right.
I don't want my son to hate sports. I don't want my son to hate food. So it's like, when you're ready to play sports, you let
That's
me know.
right. That's healthy. That's
Because
healthy.
I hated it. My dad made me play, and I kind of hated it. I
That's right.
despised it. And
Well, we're
when-
rebellious. Kids are rebellious, right?
Yeah.
So by nature, whatever you tell a kid to do, they're going to want to do the opposite.
Yeah.
So like you're doing with your son, he's just watching you go
Yeah.
through life, and he sees how dad's big and strong, and it makes dad feel good and look good, and he's just going to mimic that naturally. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're just rebellious as humans. So
So I think that's a good point. Role model. If you need to make it a part of your life, you can't tell your kids or people around you. I hate when I see overweight personal trainers.
oh man, practice what you preach, y'all.
Yeah.
Real quick.
And that's one of the reasons why I first started drinking when I sold in Herbalife is like I can't be telling people to pay me $300 for protein powder and I'm drinking
That's right.
because
Yeah.
they can't drink. It's like, yes, at the bar, people try to take their hats off. I'm like, well, I'm not going to take my hat off, so I'm not going to tell you to take
Right,
yours off.
exactly, man. You got to practice what you preach. It's just a healthy thing.
Yeah, so it's like, if you're going to be selling these products, you're going to be, preaching this life. You got to be about that life, because people, especially on the internet, they'll hold that shit against you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, Randall told me to do this, but I just caught him at the bar with a 40 in his hand acting stupid.
Oh yeah.
I built my whole life off of your motivation, and this is what you're doing. Now, what if I do it? Because you really cannot get in shape and drink.
No, you can't. I quit drinking.
You
7,
can
8
drink
years ago.
while you're in shape, but like the process. Let's say you're 300 pounds.
Facts.
You cannot lose weight and get in top tier shape drinking every weekend.
Impossible.
Because it's empty calories, you guys. We can talk about fitness mentor. We can break down some stuff. So alcohol is 7 calories per gram. Same thing with proteins and fats. So like protein, so there's one's 9, one's 7, protein, carbs are 4. So that's what you're getting when you're eating. You got to know what you're eating. I think this should be taught at school.
Definitely. The food pyramid's upside down. It's backwards, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Did you see that study that Lucky Charms is more healthy than steak?
Wow, that's ridiculous. That's
Joe
ri-
Rogan posted it.
That's just ridiculous. I mean, it just
It
goes
just-
to show you they
Want you-
want us to be unhealthy,
Yeah.
guys. So if you're really a rebel, be fit, be
Yeah.
healthy, man. That's going to make you a rebel in 2023.
Just know what I don't know if it's gonna make you a rebel.
It is in a world full of overweight people, man, who are listening and following the criteria, man. Step out of the matrix. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind.
Yeah, this should be mandatory.
Definitely, it was at one time, and I don't know why it's being lost. And
Yeah,
I mean, that's why these conversations are so necessary.
yeah,
You know, they really are.
yeah. I mean, I guess in the same theory, just balance, right?
Yeah, balance. There's nothing wrong with balance, but like you were saying, alcohol is one thing that you cannot put into that balance. Just
No.
you got to cut that out.
You
You can work hard Monday through Friday, and you can fuck it all off Saturday, Sunday by just making the wrong choices.
Now, if you I want to be clear that if you already are where you want weight wise and for body wise, then it doesn't. You can do what you want. It can be considered a cheat.
Absolutely.
Having beer, having one, but I'm telling you, turning up is gonna mess up your gains. So it's like,
Facts.
yeah, you can have a balance where because I've scientifically calculated everything to where I can drink one time Michelob Ultra 2 a night, and I still lost weight. But
That's
the
because
rest
your
of the
body's
week,
dialed already.
wait, but for the rest of the week, those are my carbs. So I went ketosis for everything, just meat and vegetables. And at the end of the night, I would have 2 beers and 2 Michelob Ultras, diet beers.
Super
and
light calorie.
and only 2. I made that. I'm like, this is going to be, because I read in Arnold Schwarzenegger's book that he drank beer for carbohydrates. So I'm like, well, if Arnold can do it, I can do it.
They had liquid bread.
But that's not good practice to preach to people, because a lot of people can't control it. And a lot of people don't have the work ethic to build that metabolism to burn through stuff.
Fact.
But alcohol is a toxin. So when it enters your body shuts down to get it out. So it's like, oh, yeah, you're working out, you're getting these gains, but you just put alcohol in my body. So let's stop the gain process and get this alcohol out, because it needs to filter through the liver. So that's really what's going on when you're doing this. And it's like, when you're trying to make gains, when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to build muscle, you just stay away from it. And to be honest with you, there's nothing greater than following a program from 100%.
Oh, it feels
the
good.
Top, the fitness part, the sleep part, like everything.
Nothing feels
Your
better.
body becomes a freaking machine, and you got to think about your body as a vehicle. What are you putting in your vehicle? When you put cheap products in your vehicle, your body can break down.
Truth, bro.
Your vehicle can break down. When you run out of gas, you stop moving. So it's like the same thing with us. You need to keep good gas, which is good food, in our bodies. Change the oil, change
100%.
do all that stuff,
Yes.
which is working out. Like, get your muscles going
The
and stay
maintenance.
moving, because I'm telling you, the older you get, the harder it is to lose weight.
That's
The
the truth.
older you get, the harder it is to do everything. And it's like your body will start to naturally just break down if you don't take care of it and use those muscles. That's what your body says. It's like, well, he's not using these, so let's just start breaking down this muscle and keep building fat, because
That's
he's
the truth.
eating Big Macs and he's not working out. And then one day you're going to be 50 years old with a belly hanging out. And then it's so hard at that point to get back to it. So it's
true.
better to just stay in it.
Yeah, man. And like you just had mentioned, lay down the foundation for your body early in life. Start building that muscle in your teens.
Yeah.
Stick with it in your 20s and your 30s, and it's going to carry you into your 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Like, there would be no life without fitness for me. Like, it's just mandatory.
Yeah, man. I mean, I plan my days around my workouts.
Yeah.
I mean, most people dread working out, but I wake up in the morning and I think like, okay, when am I going to work out today?
Yeah.
That's going to be my favorite part of my day, so I plan my
Yeah.
day around it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you know you love something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see life without working out, without walking, without eating at least 70% clean. I'm not going to say I'm eating 90% clean for the rest of my life, but at least 70%. Even at some point in retirement, half of it will be clean. Like, even eating out, I like to pick good options of food. Like, I'll go get breakfast, and I like steak.
Oh,
like,
me too.
instead of getting,
Man.
I'll eat the pancakes, but I need I always tell my wife, like, where's the protein? Like, I can't just go get sushi. Like,
Steak and eggs.
I need, for the sushi, I need, you got some beef. Like, can I get a side of beef with it? And I always taught her that. I'm like, look, when we go eat, it's okay to eat a Big Mac. It's okay to eat this stuff, but where's the protein? So
right.
it's like, you're going to have, like, pizza, you need to have at least a protein shake.
That's right.
Every time I put something in my mouth, I want protein too.
That's right. You're saying those empty calories, bro. Like
Yeah.
those are the things that matter. It's
Yeah.
the proteins and the fats. Those are the things your body's going to grab a hold of
Right.
and really use.
So when you cheat, like for me, I can't just, like, I refuse to eat sushi without a side of beef. So I need, even if it has teriyaki, I don't care. Like, it's just a habit of mine to be like, wait, what is this? There's just carbs here. Like, okay, you got some steak? You got anything? Yeah, we can make you pork. Give it to me.
Yeah, I think steak also raises our testosterone levels
Yeah.
too as men. So, I mean, eating red meat as men, it's good. You want to get that red meat in. I really enjoy getting my protein from steak too. I mean, a lot of people like chicken, but man, the beef, something primal about eating beef.
I mean, eat whatever you eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to tell people you have to eat this, or even backing up those claims, because like I don't know if it's true. Like, we don't know what it really is true when it comes to the claims. I think you should go by how you feel and what you enjoy.
No, that's
I
true.
like steak.
How your body feels.
I don't care if it lowered my testosterone. I'm eating steak
Yeah.
because that's good meat to me. It's more bang for the buck. It's juicy and it's a treat. So you eat chicken, turkey, and eggs every fucking day, and then you're like, what do I have for a treat? Like, especially when you're on contest prep, steak and salmon.
There it is.
It's the best. Like you don't, because it's more expensive, so you can't eat it every day.
Right.
You know, so I eat steak every day, but you know what I'm saying. In the beginning, when you're first starting, it's kind of high up there in price compared to everything else.
Facts.
And it's like now it's just like I don't care what it costs. I want the steak. You know, and shrimp. You know, and just all these other type of proteins because it's important.
Now, you nailed it, bro. I think it's like you had just said, what makes you feel good? Because some people can't digest the red meat. Some people prefer the chicken. So Randall just nailed it. Whatever makes you feel good, eat that. Eat that. That's for you. So how you feel based off what you eat, how you feel is an important part of why we eat it.
Yeah,
it might not taste good, but it makes you feel great. So eat it up.
And you can go by your stool too. I know this might sound gross, but like as you should be checking out like what you put. Like I was telling you about my son. You know, he's having some pooping issues, and I'm like, well, that just tells you what you're eating.
That's true. You are what you eat.
Like, look at look. If that's how you feel for 2 days,
you eat bad, you feel bad. You eat good, you feel good. It's pretty simple, straightforward.
And that's what he wanted to change for. He looked at it, and I said, that's what you're eating. It has nothing to do with sick. It has nothing to do. People are like, oh, well, I'm like, dude. It's coming out. You put it in there. That's what it is. You're getting older. Bro. You're eating junk food 24/7. You might need to make. All right, Dad. Can you make some turkey and rice?
That's so true, bro. I
I
have clients that are the same way. They tell me my stomach hurts all the time. I don't feel good. I'm like, it's not because you're sick. It's because you're putting shit into your body, spicy hot sauce on everything all the time, or eating a lot of. Well, it's true because man.
What do you got with spicy hot sauce?
No, nothing against hot sauce for all my hot sauce folks, but like, man, you can get a stomach ulcer. You can get a lot of pain in your stomach from constantly being on the spice. Yeah. Constantly being on any kind of junk, though, right? Any type of soda, any of that stuff's gonna make your stomach hurt. So those little micro adjustments are gonna, they're the real thing. That's gonna keep you in the game. Yeah. Right. And not only that, when you eat good, you look better, like physically, right? You put on muscle mass, eating clean food and other things. When you're eating junk, you tend to put on a lot more fat. Yeah. And I mean, that almost sounds like something I shouldn't even have to say, but most people don't realize those things because we're uneducated. Right. In a world full of information, with information at our fingertips, you'd be surprised how uneducated people really are on these topics. So,
I mean, hot sauce is calorie free. So as bodybuilders, that's what we use.
No, I feel you.
Because we can't have nothing else. You look at, like, if you check out hot sauce and you check out ketchup, if you look at the back of condiments, it's just sugar. Yeah. So like mustard, hot sauce, those are how I flavor my food. Like I use hot sauce. But you're right. If it bothers you, it bothers you. But it's not gonna bother everyone because I can drink soda. No, definitely. I can drink diet soda and hot sauce every day because I don't do empty calories. So I'm not gonna drink. I don't put no sugar, milk, none of that stuff in my coffee because it's empty calories. I rather have food.
But man, that's why I admire you guys in the bodybuilding world because you guys are so dialed in, man. I mean, like. Yeah, people in the martial arts and fighting world, we do weight cuts and stuff, but they're like quick 1-2 weeks. You guys, I've watched you diet for months out, and man, I mean, that takes real discipline. You got a scale with you, you're weighing your food out by the grams, and so it's like that's props, man. That's another type of discipline.
Yeah, but like just whatever feels like. What works for you is not going to work for me. What works for me is not going to work 100%. For you. So just go by your feeling. Yep. Like you take what we say and what everyone says, because everyone's looking at this Atkins diet's keto. Like just, I think stability is the key. Something that you can actually do forever. Yep. So it's like if you can't maintain, steak every day, then don't eat steak every day. If you can't maintain going to the gym every day, then don't go to the gym every day. Find something that works for you. If you can go for the rest of your life. Like, I believe in long-term consistency over short-term intensity. So people will start and they'll go hardcore and burn themselves out. Like, if you can go to the gym twice a week for the rest of your life, do that.
Can you say that one again? Long-term?
Long-term consistency over short-term intensity.
Man, that's a good one right there. Definitely.
Because what happens is a lot of people will, get motivated, and that's a good thing. But they'll go too hard.
And that motivation flees and fades.
They'll go too hard. So it's short-term intensity, meaning they're going hella hard for a week versus coming into it slow and giving it takes 21 days to create a habit. So you got to take everything slow because at any given time, your brain can override you. Your brain can be like, fuck that, I ain't doing it. But if you make it easy for your brain's not going to even know what's going on. And by the time it does know, it's a habit. Your brain's like, I got you. This is part of life now.
That's so true, bro. And I think that's another where fitness comes in another big way is the discipline it helps you create. Yeah. By going to the gym, I mean, that creates discipline in other areas of your life because there's other places that you're going to need to show up to on the daily, like work and other things that require discipline in life. So maintaining fitness, that's going to just add to discipline all across the spectrum of your life in every area. So, agreed. I mean, man, fitness and discipline go hand in hand.
Yeah, and you just have to make it mandatory.
100.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it.
Fitness is mandatory, you guys.
Fitness is mandatory. Y'all stay strong, stay dangerous.
I mean, with all this stuff on the internet, it's easy to find a coach, to find a program, and there's no excuse anymore. So, please, just make it mandatory, you guys.